Hey guys, Brian from WorkshopAddict.com, and it's almost been 4 years since we took a look at the first LockNLube Grease Coupler. It is right here, still in its prime form, never needed to be rebuilt at this point yet. But LockNLube came out with some new updated products. They updated their seal to make sure that it lasts longer when you use it on the Zerks that might have the little burrs on them. They also updated their locking or clamping mechanism so that it will release easier at 10,000 pounds. I seen this, I wanted to pick it up because this LockNLube coupler is absolutely awesome. And if you haven't seen anything like this, stick around because it's a must-have if you do a lot of greasing. Now I know cars and even 3/4 ton trucks now are not using all the grease zerks that they used to, but if you have a trailer, you have a boat, you have anything that goes in the water, you have a lift, you have a tractor, all that stuff still uses a lot of grease zerks, and this stuff is amazing. Now in the last video, funny, the Milwaukee had just came out, and in our version we couldn't get the LockNLube coupler to fit. I have the extended, this is a new product, LockNLube coupler on the Milwaukee, and I can confirm at this point in time 100% that you will not have a problem getting any of the LockNLube couplers on the new Milwaukee. At that time the DeWalt had no issue, but while I was ordering, LockNLube has a lot of different things if you're doing some stuff with grease. In fact, they even have their own grease gun, which on this grease gun, it comes with a swivel. If you do not have a swivel on your hose currently, stop over, I'll put a link in the description. This is a must-have. I mean, it's probably a little bit more must-have when you have to pull the trigger back to open the jaws. You can see me struggle with the Milwaukee a little bit because the hose is pretty stiff. But with that said, this is the simple swivel, installs in seconds, no issue. They have updated the seals on this, so if you do get a new one, the rebuild kit comes with each one. I've not had to rebuild it. If you do need to, they have great videos on the LockNLube website. I installed this longer version thinking with the trailer, especially the RV, that I was going to have to use that extra space to get in a little further inside the hub. Not needed. I've not found a need that or a want or use that I've really said I need the longer space. Seems like it's a little bit longer, a little bit harder for me to get on the coupler. ATVs would be perfect for this. So if you have to get in between your A-arms and just finagle in, this gives you a little bit more space to then pull the trigger to unlock the jaws and let it go. You'll see me wiggling this one a little bit more just to get the jaws back. That will happen when these are brand new. So as you break them in, a little bit of grease moves around inside. You won't have to wiggle them as much to let the jaws go in. So let's bring it in. I want to show you some of the things you can tell between the old LockNLube coupler and the new one. Okay, here's the old model. Here's the new model, a little bit more shiny, but what you'll see is some slight knurling for your thumb to pull the trigger back. Here it's fairly smooth. And these are made in South Africa, so they're not Chinese. They actually have some quality to them. You can see this one's scratched up a bit from pulling this back. They both operate in the same way. You can see the jaws spread a little bit more here as these come back, and that probably has to do with the better grip, easier release, and there's a little bit better seal on the inside here. I know this guy's covered in grease. I tried not to use this one right off the bat because I wanted to show it to you so you could see the insides. The extended version is identically the same, just has a longer tip. So this end piece here uses the same cartridge, same stuff, same everything, comes out the same. This guy's been used, I've been using this one to show you guys everything, but it's a simple product that just gets put on. Each one comes with their own rebuild kit, as you can see that's in here. Pretty simple, just a couple jaws. Your seal is inside here. You put the jaws on and rock and roll. Anyone can rebuild it. You know, after looking at them, trying to show them up close, it's definitely a necessity that you have the swivel on that. It would greatly help these long hoses that are stiff. And this LockNLube guy comes with the swivel. If you find this professional model on there, this is a cast aluminum head, and it rocks as far as comfort. I have not used it yet. I plan to. I'm going to replace one that I have hanging on the wall over there. I just modded this grease. I got to go get the synthetic grease that I keep in those. These two, love them. Would not live without these. They're must-haves. If you have a grease gun and you're using it, there's no issue pulling these off the Zerks. I've got some on my boat where I'll go to pull the head off the Zerk, and I'll have to actually loosen the head up and then put it back on, tighten the head up so it doesn't leak grease all over the place. And any grease that you're seeing leaking out of these is mostly on my fault, because I'm either putting too much in or it's coming out around the Zerk. You will get a touch of grease coming out the end on these higher powered guns when you really put some pressure on them. That's normal. You're going to get that with anything, but a lot cleaner, better built, great product, pretty much the same price, which is amazing. So I'll leave the links to the Amazon stuff down there. You can go down, check out what they have. You can also go to their website and look at all kinds of different stuff that they have for greasing. If you're into it, man, that is the place to go to see what's there. It's all quality products. I highly stand behind everything that I said here, and I've used it for, like I said, almost 4 years. Wouldn't live without it. Thrilled that I can get this on my new Milwaukee grease gun. One of our old grease guns stopped working, so I can confirm that. That's awesome. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. As always, we appreciate your time. Have a great day.